what other questions do we have? Pointy160 asks, what's something you do with infinite time and an infinite amount of money to do it? Oh, what would I do? I already know the answer to this. Aside from like buying a nice house and all that boring shit, I would put a team together, put a studio together so that I could make my very own Fantasia style, like, musical animation thing. That's what I'd do. I love watching Fantasia, both the original and Fantasia 2000, a lot, and I love the idea of making, like, animations that go with music. Be they music videos or just like what Disney decided to do. Wow, I did that whilst talking. Nice shot, I fucking know. It's because I'm talking about what I'm passionate about. That's how I got it. Yes, and there's already a piece of music that, oh god, I would just love to make an animation for. But it's like copyrighted, it's video game music. I doubt like that dream will ever come true because I don't know how I'd wrangle that legally. Let's see, is that 1 mile an hour? I guess. Not 1 meter an hour. That would be daft. Let's go for it. Oh, I'm getting good though. Will that go on it? Will that go on it nice and easy? And oh my! Ooh, I'm pulling my collar because that was spicy. Birdie putt! Holy shit! Okay, there is no way you can fuck this up. It's right there. Just. Yes! I got a birdie! Oh my god! It's because I'm talking about animation and I'm full of zest and vim and pep and all those strange words. The piece of music I'd really like to make an animation to one day in my life before I'm dead is the end credits music to The Last Guardian, which is a game I've never played in my life. And I'm sure it's great. I'm sure it's a great game. I'd really like to finish watching a playthrough of it. But I downloaded the soundtrack because I could just tell from the beginning of watching a video that it was gorgeous. And the whole thing just makes me cry. But that track from the fucking end credits, it fills me with just so much stupid soppy bullshit, and I just want to like, oh god, I've got this animation like in my head perfectly for it with characters and things that I would devise, and oh gosh, I wish I could do it, but again, like the time, the money, the legality of it all, probably a bit of a pipe dream. Let's get a nice on. Let's get really nice and on. Oh. Yeah! It's gonna be way too weak again. I'm so stupid. Oh, God. Yoshi, you deserve better. Half turn. Okay, this is where my luck is gonna turn around, and by luck, I mean skills. I'm gonna improve exponentially with every hole. That's what she said. That is what I said. Alright, let's go. Let's see. I've got to get around this curve here. And the wind is blowing us a little bit. So I reckon... Oh, there are trees in the way. There's no way that's going to work. You can't just knock it right into the trees. It's a bad idea. Anyway, what was I talking about? Money, time, an infinite amount of it. Yep, that is definitely what would be needed. And I'd probably, because I'm such a fucking auteur dumbass, I'd probably like want to do the whole thing myself and not let anybody else in it. Oh, I blush at my own skills. I could get a birdie if I don't fuck this up. Oh. I'm doing the sign of whatever, the cross on my chest right now. Let's go. Yeah! Do a dance, Yoshi! Dance for me, dinosaur! Yes! Oh god. It's about time. Still not on that scoreboard. Still not on that leaderboard though. That's not going to happen probably ever at this point. What else would I do with time and money? Ooh, I would travel, I guess. You know, I've never been much of like a traveling girl. I don't really care about going on holidays that much. I'd rather just be drawing. That's not meant to be like, oh, I'm such an artist. I'd rather slave over my work than enjoy myself. I don't know, like, I've always been kind of a home girl. I'm the kind of person that if they go on holiday, I'll just spend most of the time wishing I was back home, counting down the days to when I can be back home with my stupid crap. It's probably not healthy, but that's the way it is. But if I had a whole fuckload of money and I didn't have to worry about it, I would probably go back to Japan. I went to Japan when I was in a choir, when I was in cathedral choir, and I didn't really appreciate it at the time. I had a great time, and I was there with friends, but I was like 16, and naturally when you're 16, like, you're gonna ruin wonderful experiences for yourself when you're at that age, because your hormones are gonna be all over the place and you're just gonna have a strop. At least you are if you're the kind of bitch that I was. Thank you. Thank you, it was a nice par. That's right. So yeah, I'd go back to Japan and appreciate it properly. Like, here's an example of how little I appreciated being in Japan at 16. We were on a train and we were going past Mount Fuji and I didn't see it because I decided to go to the toilet at the time. Like, I was just so at the time. God, I was such a piece of shit. I guess everybody kind of is at that age, but you know, like, man, you don't really appreciate holidays when you're young. I certainly didn't. I also went to New York twice, although I really appreciated going to New York when I was young, but that's because it was probably less of a it was less of a culture shock going to New York. It was just fabulous. Oh god, I'd go back to New York, definitely. I'd probably want to go to LA. I've got a friend who has been to LA and loved it, so I'd probably want to go there with them. I've got a friend in Canada as well. It'd be wonderful to go somewhere and see them. Oh, that was bad! Oh, so bad. Oh look, there's a little red line. You have to get it in that little red line. Okay. Okay, I'm with you now. Can I get this just perfect? Probably not. Everybody hold your breath. Wow! I did it. A bitch did it. And I got right into the tree. Well, underneath the tree. I did as good as I could. Quite frankly. This way. Actually, wait. I'm getting good at that. I'm getting really good at that. Thank you. Right on the cusp of the green. Nice. Oh god, this is so far away. This is so far away. How can I be expected to work in these conditions? Oh, is this gonna get anywhere close to it? Oh, oh, oh dear. So close and yet so far. Why do I even bother? Why am I even here? I'm just a dinosaur with a nose so big he probably can't see what he's doing. Look! Yoshi cannot see! Yoshi cannot see that golf club he's got. He cannot possibly see it past his enormous schnooty wooty. Let's just pop this in. Ah! Where did my amazing streak go? You know, that streak I had where I got a birdie and then a par. Thank you. Oh god, that's hideous. Oh, here's a good one. Fable Pain also asks, Also, since you're getting into the furry shenanigans, what fursona have you considered making for yourself? Or just usual OCs you've made before, and why did you make them? That's a good question. So, yeah, let's talk about furry stuff.